will start with the CloudFront. So what is a CloudFront? As I mentioned, in day-to-day activities, in day-to-day life, we are using this service. The service is called as a cloud. So what is the CloudFront? Try to understand. Suppose you are at this region, right? And you want to access one website. This website is at another region, or you can say at another location. Just consider if, for example, you are from India, and you want to access one website. You want to access one website. Maybe it's www.facebook.com. Suppose you want to access this website, right? And just assume that this web application is launched in the US region. This application is launched in the US region, right? So what is the scenario? The question is why CloudFront is required. Or as I mentioned, you people are using a CloudFront in your day-to-day life. How is it possible, right? So I mentioned you people are from the India, right? You want to access one website like as www.facebook.com, which is launched or which is available in the US region, right? So what you people are doing? Simply you people are sending the HTTP request. What you people are doing? You people are sending the HTTP request, right? So what is this? This is called as HTTP request. So once HTTP request will come, this AWS server will find out the solution or home page or web page for your Facebook request, and they will give you the HTTP response. What they will give? They will give the HTTP response. Try to understand the difference, right? So this is called as HTTP response. Again, I'm repeating. When you people are sending a request from your browser, right? So this is called as HTTP request. Then at a US region, your web server will find out the solution for your Facebook page, and it will give you the HTTP response. HTTP response. See, what is the problem? The problem is with respect to the latency. What is the problem? The problem is with respect to the latency. What is meant by latency? Latency means suppose you both means user and your application which is launched in the region, both the region are different, right? Both the region are different and they are far to each other. There is too much distance in between two, right? There is too much distance in between the user and the application which launched in the region. There is lots of distance, right? So what is the problem? The problem will be there is a latency problem. Latency means if you are sending some request, it will take few seconds because you want to send your request from your internet. You want to send the request via internet. Maybe there will be a traffic. Maybe there will be a too much distance to travel that request. And once request will come, it will find out the solution in the another region. Again, when it will send the response, there may be a traffic. There may be a, you can say, long route to send the response and all. So for that process required few seconds, right? Maybe it will require more seconds. That's why you can say the latency is less. Means if you are sending any request, you are not getting a response immediately. You are not getting the response in the fraction of second, fraction of millisecond or nanoseconds. What is the problem? Because you both are from the different region, there is a too much distance in between the user browser, or you can say the user which is available in the region, and the application which is launched in the another region, right? Due to this huge distance, huge traffic or huge route, maybe you will get a response in some delay, right? Or there will be some delay while getting the response. This is the first case. Now, what is the solution? The solution is for that purpose, obviously the solution is available. So for that purpose, what is the solution? Now I will tell you what is the solution. Suppose you consider again you are at India region. You are at India region. Your application is launched at US region. US region. Why you launched the application in the US region? Because you know there is lots of customers from the US. Lots of customers from the US. It means obviously you can launch your application in the US, right? But in the future, what will happen? You will get a multiple customer from the different region. You will get a multiple customer from the different region. For example, region 1, region 2, region 3, region 4, and so on. Try to understand what I'm saying. You are from India. What I'm saying, You are from India or you are from X region. Got it? You are from X region. Initially, there was lots of customer from the US. So your Facebook established or launched their application in the US region. But what happened in the future? Maybe they will get some customers, they will get some user from A region, right? From A region, maybe from B region, maybe from C region, and maybe from D region. So all of you know what is meant by region because we already learned in the global market there are multiple region. Under the region there are multiple abilities, right? Suppose if you just concentrate on this SQL, sorry, AWS management console, you get the idea. We are at Mumbai region, right? Similarly, as explaining, we are at X region. Our application is launched in the US region. There is a too much distance in between them, so we are facing a problem. The problem is called as delay problem, right? This problem I explained. So what is the solution? The solution is either Facebook can create their one server at a US region. Facebook can create their servers at different region. What is the first solution? The first solution is Facebook will create their servers at a multiple region, and that web server and that server they can launch the facebook.com website. So the user can easily access Facebook website from any region. What is the first solution? The first solution is Facebook company will launch their applications on the web server and they will create a web server on the multiple region. So this is the first solution. But what is the problem? The problem is again, if you want to establish your web server, create an instance, handle it, you want CloudWatch, CloudFront, S3 bucket, IAM, VPC, and so many things, right? So it will be a costly. It will be a costly. Maybe Facebook is earning too much, so they can handle, right? Facebook can handle a server cost. Facebook can handle a server cost. They can launch the server at multiple places. But just understand, if you have just started your company in the Pune or in the Mumbai, your some client are in the US, they want to access your website, right? They want to access your, you can say, workbench. How they will access? Is it not possible to start up? Is it not possible to start up company to start their web servers in each and every reason? Why it is not possible? Because it is costly, right? The cost is not affordable. So this is the first reason, right? So to find out the solution of this problem, again, this is the second problem, right? But to find out the solution for this problem, AWS is having one service. That service is called as CloudFront service. What is the service? The service is called as CloudFront service. I am explaining. The first problem was you are at India, your application at US. If you are trying to access the application, it will take some time due to some delay. What is the delay? Because your request is going through the internet, there may be a traffic, there may be lots of routes, right? So it will take a time to send your response. What is the solution for this problem? The solution is you need to create a web servers on the different region, and on that you can launch your Facebook web application. So anybody from any region, if trying to access, they will get the instant reply. But what is the problem? Again, the problem is you will require lots of cost, because for each and every region, if you are creating the web server, you need to maintain your EC2 instances, you need to maintain your S3, VPC, IAM, right? Each and everything. So if for each and everything, you will require some cost, right? So this cost is not affordable for the small scale company. So this is the problem. So to avoid this problem, your AWS is providing one most important solution. So this solution is called as CloudFront. And nowadays, most of the companies are using the CloudFront. That's why I mentioned in the day-to-day life, you are using the CloudFront. So why you people are using CloudFront in day-to-day life? Again, this is the question, right? So I will explain you. Suppose just consider you are at your place and we have written, suppose, one query, that is www.google.com. You have written this query on your browser, right? So that query will go towards the server. Server will find out the response for it, and server will send the response to you. Got it? So you don't know that Google server is established or available at which region. We don't know. We don't know Google server is available at which region. You people don't know. But still you are getting instant reply, instant response. It may be for google.com, may be for gmail.com, it may be for yahoo.com, twitter.com, Instagram, Facebook, etc. Right? So for each and every website, you are getting an instant reply. How is it possible? I mentioned, for the company, Is it not possible to launch their web application, on each and every server at each and every region? If you are doing this process, if you are following this process, it will take too much cost, because before the cloud front, the companies was doing that, applying that second solution, right? But it is I mean, this cost is not affordable. So what is the solution? The AWS is created one more service called as CloudFront, right? So now we want to learn what is a CloudFront. Try to understand, when you are sending a query from particular region, that query is goes towards the web server. Web server is giving a response to you, right? So in between these two things, there is one important service. So this service is called as CloudFront. And now our target is to learn what is cloud. Be careful. Now I just explained what is the problem. Now we want to learn how to solve this problem by using CloudFront. So what is my CloudFront? The CloudFront is also called as content delivery network, right? What is the CloudFront? The CloudFront is also called as content delivery network. Why this is called as content delivery network? Because via a network, means when you are sending google.com request through internet, means via network, via internet, they are sending content like as google.com content you are receiving from their web servers, right? To deliver a content via network, via internet, we require a service. That service is called as CloudFront. The actual technical name is CloudFront, but this is also called as content delivery network. So what is content delivery network on CloudFront? That we want to learn. Right. So just try to understand what is the content delivery network. Content delivery network means when you are from this region sending a request www.google.com, your google.com, you can say web server is available in the US region, right? How you are going to solve this problem? So the solution is with the help of a cloud front. Try to understand. With the help of a cloud front, your AWS will create a cache. What AWS will create? AWS will create a cache, right? First cache, second cache, third cache, and fourth cache. So before that, I want to tell you what is meant by cache. So see here, what is meant by cache, or what is meant by cache memory? So cache memory or cache is nothing but, just consider a simple example. Suppose you have one movie and that movie is available in the pen drive, or you can say in the hard disk. What you people are doing? You people are just simply attaching that pen drive to your laptop, to your computer, right? You are opening that pen drive. Once you double click on it, you are opening that movie in the VLC media player or any other media player, and then it is opening or then it is running. Right? Got it. But what is the problem? The problem is that, try to understand, when you want to execute anything in your computer, when you want to execute anything in your computer, in your laptop, in your virtual machine, that thing is coming to प्राइमरी मेमोरी फॉर इट्स एग्जीक्यूशन. ट्राई टू अंडरस्टैंड दिस स्टेटमेंट. मीन्स मैं आपको हिंदी में एक्सप्लेन करता हूँ. आपको कुछ भी एग्जीक्यूट करना है, कुछ भी रन करना है, चाहे वो आपका मूवी पेन ड्राइव में है और आपको वो मूवी देखना है. इफ यू वांट टू मेमोरी, आपको कुछ रन करना है, एग्जीक्यूट करना है, which is available in the secondary memory, that is coming to the primary memory for its execution, right? That is coming to the primary memory for its execution. Means आपका जो movie है, which is available in the pen drive, that will come to the primary memory. Primary memory means RAM, and then it will execute. Then it will execute, right? So this is just like as a cache. Means that your primary memory or the data is coming to the primary memory for its execution. So that memory is called as cache memory. Now I will explain you why the cache will be required or how cache will generate. So see, you are at X region. We have sent the request www.google.com. That request will come to the US region, right? But suppose you enable the CloudFront service. Suppose you enable the CloudFront service, right? And if you are sending the request from X region, immediately the cache will create. Means आपका जो web browser है, sorry, आपका जो www.google.com है, उसका cache will generate at your region. उसका कैशे आपके रीजन में जनरेट होगा. एंड इफ एनीबडी इज फ्रॉम योर रीजन is trying to access www.google.com, that request will not come to the US region. That request will come to the X region only, and from that only they will get the response. Got it? Again, I am repeating. Suppose you are at India region, you are at Mumbai Pacific region, you are sending a request www.google.com. At the first time, the request will come to the US region. They will find out the solution for your google.com page. Then sending the response at the same time, your CloudFront will create cache. Your CloudFront will create a cache. What is meant by cache? They will create a duplicate static web page or duplicate these things into your region. So next time, from anybody from your region, or you trying to access that google.com page, the request will not come to the US region. The response will get a request will come from this X region only, and the response is also come from the X region only, right? So this is called as a CloudFront. So simply what I want to say, initially, at initial stage, when the companies are creating their web servers in each and every region, the problem was they need to pay too much amount. But if you enable the CloudFront, what will happen? If there is a too much distance in between these two regions, right? If there is a latency problem, the CloudFront will create a duplicate copy. It will store that duplicate copy into the cache. I have to understand what I am saying, right? It will create a duplicate copy. That duplicate copy will present in the cache, and that cache is available at this region. Suppose we just consider okay, this is also one cache, right? This is also one cache, and you people are trying to send a request from X region. So first time, once response will come, it will store in the cache. And second time, if anybody from the Mumbai Pacific region is trying to send the request, that request comes to the cache only. And the cache will give the response. So what is the benefit? The benefit is when you are sending the request from internet, initially there was traffic. Initially there was big route, but now there is no traffic, there is no big route. Request is coming from same region. We need to send the response in the same region. So it will give the, you can say quickly, within a fraction of second, within a millisecond, you'll get the response. All right. So this is the use of CloudFront. Again, I am repeating, CloudFront is your content delivery network. If you want instant reply, reply in the millisecond, fraction of seconds or nanoseconds, right? And if you enable the CloudFront means content delivery network will generate a cache, right? Your web server duplicate copy will generate in the cache, and you will get the response from that same region. So this is called as a CloudFront, right? So that's why nowadays when you are sending a request, google.com, facebook.com, yahoo.com, and if your web servers are available at another region or US region, UK region, or any other region, still you are getting a response within a fraction of second, within a fraction of nanosecond or millisecond. Okay. So this is the reason behind it. That's why try to understand in the day-to-day life when you are firing any query, why you are getting an instant reply? Because there is a content delivery network behind it. There is a cloud front behind it. That's why we are getting the quick reply, quick response. Hope so you got the theoretical idea.